Hi guys, I'm with Shannon Kaiser. Hello. Hi Shannon. Say hi to everyone. um, Shannon is the founder of playwithyourworld.com, and I'm so excited to introduce you guys to her today because she's been all over the place. She's been on Good Morning America, Huffington Post, Mind Body Green, Inside Edition, and she's just amazing. She has a book called Find Your Happy, and I just love that. And her whole big thing is about playing with the world. And so, Shannon, let's just get right to it. I wanted to just ask if you could just introduce yourself to my peeps and say hello and what you're all about. That'd be awesome.
Awesome. Well, I'm so happy to be here. Like you said, I'm Shannon, and I am the founder of playwiththeworld.com. And Play with the World really came about because I all through my 20s, I was in corporate, and I was really in a position where I was out of alignment with myself. And so what I would do is I would eat, I would overeat, and I went through a whole bunch of different eating disorders. And so I'm really excited when we started to connect, and you've been a great friend and for me through my journey as well, because what I really learned through the process of being out of alignment with myself is that we have to follow our heart. We really have to get in connection with what's most important to us. And when I really tapped into what I wanted for my life, I realized travel writer and share my experiences with people. And through that, I left corporate, left everything behind. And now my mission is to really empower others to be true to themselves and just be authentic. Because the more authentic we are, the healthier we are, the happier we are. Ultimately, the sexier and more confident we are.
I love that. You're just such a powerful example of radiating that playfulness and happiness, like from the inside out. And I think that's what people really are craving because we are looking for that happiness on the outside. So, how did you get to this place where you were able to access that inner happiness?
Yeah, it's been a lot of work, as you said. I mean, and that's why I'm a life coach now too. And a lot of it is all of the tips that I've used to get myself. And some of the main things are really getting clear and honest, and first recognizing what's holding us back. And for me, it was fear of the unknown. You know, for most of my life, I had used weight to kind of cover up my experience of, I wanted to feel protected. I moved a lot as a child, and I would overeat to kind of put this weight on me. And so when I scary to know what it would be like to be in a healthy body and to be out in the world and have, like, here's me. It's kind of scary. And so for me, I looked at my barriers exactly with why I was doing my habits. And I think that's a really key thing. And I know you work with people and to really talk about that too. It's really about getting honest with yourself and looking at the fears, because ultimately fear is just trying to show us an area, like shine some light on it. And once I did that, it just kind of went away. And I was able to become more of who I really am.
And did that then allow you to start play, your brand is Play with the World. Did that allow you to start playing with the world, or did you do that before everything was like good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, such a good question, because ultimately I started to play in the process, and play became the catalyst for me to really open up and see, you know what, life is so short. So worrying about my weight, worrying about the job that I'm not really happy with is really wasting my time. So I started to infuse more play daily. I would write every day. I would take little mini trips. I would bake, do things that I loved, that I absolutely loved. And that's what I say to people who feel really stuck, whether you're overwhelmed with the burdens of stress, life, financial woes, whatever is ailing you, just start to play. Infuse what you love daily. Because when I did that, everything started to change. My relationships with the boss, who was really dramatic, all of a sudden was my friend. I started to get more travel writing assignments, and it was just like my world opened up. And so it started with just getting in touch with what makes me happy. So play to me is not like, let's go swing on the swings and, hopscotch. I mean, that can be true for many people, which is fun. But it's really about doing what's in your heart. And, whatever that is going to be completely different from you. For me, everyone has that pulse, and it's about getting in touch with that.
And I feel like a big thing too that you probably help people with is making sure that they create the time to do that. Because I know for me, I mean, I've heard studies on play on NPR and stuff. And just like, it's fascinating because we just don't, as adults, don't let ourselves do that. You know, there's always a purpose. So even for me, it's like relaxing time. There's a purpose. Like, this is my time to relax, but there's never just like a time just to like wander in the fields. I feel like that would be my playtime. Just wander in the dandelion fields. But, yeah, how do we start creating that space to let ourselves play and like allow ourselves to do that?
Great. And that's really the point that a lot of people get stuck with because they feel like it's going to take a lot of work. And so there's really 2 points to this. I think first is just taking that first step. If you have a dream or a goal, you know, maybe you really do want to lose that weight, instead of, you know, keep postponing that workout, just go out and do a walk. Just go out and just take that step. Because once you do, you know, we were just talking before we started recording about how you worked out this morning and how your whole day, and like, it's awesome when you work out, and getting there is it's like, I'm going to do this every day. And so it's getting in that habit. So that's really key. But also, I really like to remind people that the truth is we always have enough time for what's most important to us. And so if there's a resistance that comes up that's preventing you from getting to where you really want to go, we have to look at that resistance. And what it is usually it's a fear. And that fear is what's keeping us back to the fear. It always comes back to that. And so we look at the fear, and the more we look at it, the less it really has a hold on us. And so knowing that to just take those steps is really key, because we do think of everything that you are doing now, you love it, and it doesn't really feel like work when you're coaching people and working with people, because you love it and you make time for it because it's like, this is a great thing. And so we make time when it's really important to us. And also, I really work with people too to know that if you're still stuck in a pattern or a habit, it's okay. I think a lot of it is about forgiving yourself and being okay, because we're strong, powerful women, and we have a lot of, not me and you, but the people who are in your the people you talk to, they believe in their dreams, and sometimes we get mad at ourselves. We feel guilty because we're not getting where we think we should be. And so letting go of that and just forgiving yourself is a huge part too.
Oh, that's perfect. So perfect. And Shannon, I want to ask you one last question. How can we start? You know, a lot of us with body confidence issues, we are afraid to even like live in our bodies. And I know that play will start allowing us to get into our bodies. So how can we start playing with our bodies? Like, what's one thing this week that we can do or ask ourselves to start that process?
Love that. Well, we talked a lot about play, but I think really being playful with how you talk about your body. I woke up this morning and I hugged myself before I even got out of bed. I looked in the mirror and I have beautiful conversations with myself. First thing I did before I took my dog out for a walk today, I hugged him, and I was very in the moment, giving him a hug, feeling his furry body. And so for you and anyone, feeling but not judging. And I think taking the judgment out and just, you know what, we're not really here for a long time. We have no idea how long we're here. And so learning to recognize that every day is completely different. If you ate too much ice cream yesterday and you woke up feeling like blah, like, let it go. It's a whole new day, new slate. So that's what I think.
It's so light and awesome and happy. Shannon, thank you so much. So guys, Shannon and I are putting on a talk, and we're so excited about it. It's called Unleash Your Superstar. And you can click below. All the details are going to be there. But we're going to learn exactly how to unleash that inner superstar that lives within all of us. And just like let you burst through and play and have fun and be confident. And we're going to teach you exactly how to do that in our class. So join us.
Yes. Very exciting. I'm so excited we get to co-host this. It's a free workshop. Anyone, anywhere can come. So we look forward to seeing you guys there.
And Shannon, thank you so much for sharing your awesomeness. You're just awesome.
For our class.
Yay, me too. Okay, kisses. Bye.